All right, what is going on, everybody, and welcome back, guys, to episode number 3 of the Dungeon series here on Swurv.oplegends.com, the #1 rated dungeon / tycoon server in the world, guys. Today is crazy because we are truly going to be testing the limits on this Minecraft server when it comes to progression. And the reason for that is because I have a couple of different ways that we can kind of abuse the system here on OpLegends. And you guys will also be able to do the exact same things that I'm going to be doing. But before we get into that, I must tell you that today we got a special day because we are giving away a couple of cosmetic crates. So if you guys want to win a cosmetic crate, comment down your Minecraft usernames and I'll pick a couple of I'll pick a couple of winners on my next video for some of these limited edition cosmetics that won't be here forever. Literally, the Summer Case 2025 is about to, disappear. So this is your last chance to get them, and we are going to do exactly that for you guys. But we got a lot to go over, so let's head on over to the first zone that we're at and get down to business. Did any one of you just comment down your Minecraft usernames? If so, good boy. But no, on a real note, we are here at zone. Let's go ahead and see really quick. We're on the foxes. So zone 5, we rebirthed in our last video because we got up to, I believe, the drowned zone 8. So our goal is to get at least 2 pillagers today and truly unlocking the barn zone, because there are a bunch of new barns here. Well, I mean new zones, not new barns, but you guys know what I mean. But in order to get there, we gotta go through all these other zones. Now luckily, we are rebirth level 3, I believe. Yes, rebirth level 3, and at rebirth level 4 we get a 57x money booster, almost tripling our current. And we have 2 points we can actually use. And I think what I'm going to go ahead and do for this is an enchant proc upgrade, because damage, well, we could just upgrade our sword for that. But enchant proc, there's nothing else we could really do. So let's go ahead and put 2 points into there, greatly increasing the amount of enchants on our sword to proc. And we did get to level 162 off camera. So we have unlocked the Blizzard enchant, and we have 24.8 billion orbs. So you guys know what to do. We're going to max upgrade this for 2 bill, and we're going to spend the rest of our orbs actually upgrading the amplifier enchant. Now it does cost 20 billion at prestige level 4 to max, and luckily we have enough, so let's go ahead and max upgrade that. Boom. So now amplifier is going to level up our sword faster, unlocking more and more enchants, because trust me, there is a lot, which we haven't even dove into the skull enchants yet. I think it's about time we do this, and we don't really have that many skulls, so we're gonna have to make these count. So we have summoning enchant, spawns a mob that fights for you, increasing your damage, airstrike, combo, and double strike. I'm gonna go ahead and do combo. We can only get I'm only gonna do 10 levels because it is really expensive, but gains an orb multiplier that increases the longer you swing. So that's gonna be really good, especially for example, if we're sitting here on AFK mob Jeff, we can start to build up that combo and really take advantage of it. Next up, we have 3.74 million skulls left. Your sword swings twice, giving enchants a chance to proc again. I think that deserves 250 levels there. Airstrike, another 250 levels there. Why not? And summoning, summoning unlocks at 175, but it looks like we have it unlocked, but we actually don't. We're at level 162. So I think for the time being, we need to go ahead and just dump everything into... Ooh, I'm kind of scared, bro. I'm gonna go double strike, because why not? Max upgrade. Boom. There we go. And now take a look at our sword. Guys, this is looking really good. But we're gonna get a little bit of a booster today, and we are going to purchase 4 of the brand new SOTW loot boxes, which OpLegends is about to have an update tomorrow. So by the time you are watching this, the brand new update is out and the brand new crate is out, which is going to be a lot better than this SOTW. So yeah, let's go ahead and open up these. I should probably go ahead and redeem all of the keys that I got in case I run out of inventory space, bro. This is not good. Okay, we're chilling. Okay, what did we get? Oh my gosh, wait, we got so many things, bro. I don't even know what we got exactly, but definitely some things went into our mailbox, that's for sure. We got boosters, which we needed. I'll go ahead and get these boosters. We got some AFK auto fighter time, which I'm going to be going into today. Oh, we got a dice core, powerful ability that provides the user with a random booster for a short period of time. We don't have any cores, so if we go ahead and go to our sword, go to sword cores, this is the first one that we have. Duration 1 minute. What did we get? Let's go to boosters. I'm not too sure what we actually got, but it might be a skulls multi. I have no clue. Right now we are making around 2.8 billion per one of these foxes, but we've been grinding and I have 5.6 trill. So I think I could go ahead and go to zones, and let's see how much this next one costs. 153 bill. Okay, let's go ahead and teleport to this zone now, because we're gonna get a lot more money here, but of course we're not doing enough damage. So let's go ahead and upgrade our sword to fix that issue. 2.8 trill right there, and we need 9.4 to get to the last stone sword, but we're doing some good stuff here. You remember this auto fighter time? Yeah, we have a bunch of that. And before I start, actually, let me see. You just got supreme keys in here. Not bad. Okay, but we're gonna let the rest of this stuff just kind of build up in our inventory, and I need to go to our guild guild. So slash guild go. And we're heading over to the Swurvy shack, guys. If you remember, this is where we kind of just put our junk. I say junk, but a lot of it's actually decent. We did get some more totems, which is actually really nice. Okay, we're gonna have to look into that. I'm gonna get rid of these other boosters that we don't need. Pet slots are kind of nice as well. Wait, I'm gonna go ahead and pop all of these. Now we have 4 pet slots, so we can increase our boosters and everything. Wait, that's really good because I believe we have a lot of pet boxes inside of here and some skull boosters, which is nice. This is just stuff that we've been collecting for so long. I mean, we are 3 videos in, so it kind of makes sense. If we do slash pets, kind of forgot how to access the pet menu, but we have 16 pet boxes right here. So we're gonna go ahead and open up all these. Oh, that's right. We gotta go to our pet backpack. Totally forgot. Okay, did we get anything really good? We got a unique gems pet, which we can go ahead and activate really quick. And right now we do have this swords pet. I'm gonna go ahead and activate this orbs pet as well. And then we have an epic damage pet and a common skulls pet. Do we have a better skulls pet inside of there? Wait, there's a small pet backpack here. Anything good? Epic orbs pet we already have. I don't really see anything else. So yeah, I think we're kind of stuck with this one. So one thing that I want is definitely gems. Actually, we don't need a gems pet at the moment. We just need these 3 or these 4. So let's go ahead and wake this guy up, wake this guy up right here, and then wake him up as well. These should all be active, and this should be good for now. All right, next up, totems. Let's go ahead and do that, redeem that, and then go to slash totem. We have 2 totem slots that we could put in. Now we got 4 skull totems. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I think that'll be good then. Right click that. I mean, we're trying to get skulls here, so that'll be good. All right, now what we need to go ahead and do is put our pets somewhere not in our hotbar, because that doesn't really matter where they're at. We do have a ton of boosters from earlier, but these things should be sufficient enough. The only one that we might need is an orbs booster. So you know what? I'll just keep all these in here, put these skulls in there. We should be good to start. Now, what I want to go ahead and show you guys is, let's go back on over to the zones, teleport to our best one, and do slash auto fighter. And when you summon it, you actually just AFK swing these swords. The difference between using this and then using that AFK mob behind me is that we can actually get money by doing this. You don't make any money over there with Big Man Jeff. So my plan is to pop 2 of each of these boosters, which will give us an hour and 30 minutes. And then we went ahead and redeemed that auto AFK time. And I want to see how much money we can genuinely make. I want to see how many skulls we could get. I want to see how many orbs we could get, and kind of just let this thing run for the entire time. So we're going to try to level up all of our pets as well, because these are all level 1, level 2. They need some work. Otherwise, their boosters, well, they're not going to be very good. So let's test out some of the new enchants we got, our new setup, all these boosters, and these pets, and see what we could actually do in an hour and 30 minutes time. I will see you boys back here in a bit. All right, I'm back from the gym. I got my gains and stuff, boys, you know. Slammed a protein shake. You know how it goes. But during that time, we have maxed out our pets. So we have to work on, you know, upgrading these to the next tier, which we'll do eventually. But we have 1.2 to the power of $15. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's like a couple quadrillion, 1.2 quadrillion, I think. Maybe. I don't know. But all of our boosters have ran out. We have 16 million skulls, 22.9 billion orbs. So we're looking pretty good. We got our level on our sword to 180, unlocking the Skulls Magnet enchant, which this enchant right here is one that I want to target heavily. So let's go ahead and max upgrade it. And I'm going to go ahead and start to prestige the Skulls Merchant enchant, 4.2 billion. Let's just go ahead and do this once. And then I want to go ahead and potentially do this for 7.2 or 53 billion orbs. Oh gosh. I think it might be more worth to just prestige this one more time. Okay, 7 point, or wait. Oh, that was 12. Oh wait, that was way more than I thought, guys. Oh no. Okay, well, it's fine, because we need more skulls to max out these skulls enchant. We got the summoning enchant, so I'm going to spend 16 million upgrading this one. And let's see if we can get it to proc here really quick. Let me go ahead and remember the name though. It's called summoning. So spawns a mob that fights for you, increasing your damage output while active. Okay, so what mob is it going to spawn? Oh my gosh, look at all the enchants we have procking right now, dude. It's crazy. Okay, you know what we can actually do? We have a ton of money. So what we're actually going to do is go to zones, because we need to go ahead and get to the drowned area. So there we go. We got it. Let's go ahead and teleport to the next one. And boom, we are here. This is where we left off last episode. And as you can see, we need to upgrade our sword. We have 700 trill, and let's just double check really quick. To get to the next zone, it's going to be 2.9 e to the power of 16. So with that being said, it's about time we upgrade our sword. So let's buy this last sword for 9 trillion. I mean, we have 692. So hopefully we can get a decent amount here. So 100, 355. I think we should do that. And this one is 1.2 to the power E15, the amount that we had before. And it kind of works out in our benefit a little bit with these mobs having a lot more health, because we can get more swings in per second, especially if we use that auto miner or auto fighter. So that's gonna be really good. But let's see, we got 10.6 trillion from that. We're already back up to 250 trill, so we're making some pretty good money. This is with no money boosters either. Not too bad to say the very least. You see the skulls this booster? Yeah, I want to use all of those, and I want to build up as many skulls as possible, and we could do exactly that here. But we got to weigh out our options when it comes to rebirthing. So we can rebirth at 2.616, or we can buy the next zone at 2.9 to the 16. So it makes more sense to rebirth and do this all over again, because once we rebirth, we get that 57x multiplier, and we need that. Trust me, we really need that. And one of the goals for today is rebirthing and finishing all these zones. So rebirthing is going to help us get to that next goal, which is after rebirthing, we need to unlock every one of these zones here. So we're going to do exactly that. So I need to check the auction house really quick to see if we can pick up some boosters. Sword leveling booster, 1 credit. Okay, we have a ton of those ones. We need high multis. Ooh, there is a money booster here for 45 minutes. That seems like a good deal. I'm going to go ahead and cop that for 50 credits. That's a really good deal. Totem slots we could actually use. Skull booster, we already have that. Another skull booster, we have 4 of those. You know what, 100 credits though, is that worth? How much is this one? 125. I think those are the only options on the auction house at the moment. But let's go ahead and claim this money booster right here, because we're gonna need it, and we have a ton of keys and everything. I should probably claim all of these. There we go. Okay, we have probably so many keys we need to open up, guys, and we would probably get a decent amount of boosters from that. So let's go see how many keys we actually have. If we do slash crates, we have 2,700. That is pretty crazy. Let's open up all of these. Boom. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we got so many. You know what this means, guys? We gotta go to our secret stash over here, our trash hut, and we gotta put all of this stuff in here, bro. All right, there we go. Pretty much putting everything that we own inside of here. And then we gotta check our mailbox once again. And we got some skull boosters, which is nice. Got a lot of player shops. Got 6 seasonal hunter ranks. Got a lot of pet boxes, which we can actually use to our advantage. I'm just gonna take all of the boosters and everything out of here. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, a bunch and a bunch and a bunch of these pouches. That would take forever to open. But we are loading up on pet boxes, so hopefully we can upgrade those in the next video. But I guess what we could do for the time being is take all of these boosters and apply them and use them, because it's about to be nighttime and I gotta catch some Z's, bro. So we have enough boosters hopefully to last us the entire night. We might need like a stack of each more, and luckily we have like some. So yeah, I think this will be plenty for the time being. Skulls are going to be a little bit down, but we have like an extra 3 hours there. So let's go ahead and pop all these. And it's so nice because you just shift right click and they all consume and they all stack as well. So you can literally pop all these before you go to bed and really wake up to some pretty cool stuff. But let me pop all of these boosters. I might not pop the money booster just for now, because we'll wake up with enough money hopefully to get to the next zone and even more. But it's just nice to have these to run all night. So now that we have all of that kind of set up for us, we can head back on over to the zone and get to slaying, bro. So if we do slash auto fighter, summon our auto fighter, we should be good to go. Now it is a little not like, I don't know what the best way to describe this is, but it's not super efficient, but that helps us out because we can get way more enchants to proc, which means more skulls. As you guys can see, we're making a decent bit from skull greed, 13k per. That's really nice. That booster's coming in clutch. Yeah, it's gonna be really nice to wake up to a bunch of money. So with that being said, I'm gonna ride myself into the sunset and hopefully wake up in 3, 2, 1. All right, you guys, we are back, and well, we ran out of AFK time for the day, but we do have this money booster, and I wanted to save this money booster for the moment in time where we're actually manually mining, or not mining, and manually swinging at these mobs, so that we can actually go ahead and get the max amount of money out of this booster as possible. And that's what we're gonna do right now. But before we apply it, I say we go ahead and upgrade our companions. Now this one is a little bit too much, so we are going to do slash zones and go to the one right below, which is the wolf. These ones are only 11 trillion, and we could actually buy a lot of them. So let's first go ahead and do slash companion, and we are going to delete pretty much all of our companions because we're not going to need these lesser ones anymore. Okay, there we go. They're all deleted, and now we can go ahead and auto open, and we are going to open up one at a time. So hopefully we don't spend too much money here, but we're going to go ahead and let this kind of cook in the chat, as you guys can see right here. But yeah, we're just kind of letting all of our money set up, and it's because if we do slash companions, they give actual money boosters. Oh my gosh, wait, way, we got an immortal ice wolf. That is insanely huge. That's a 106x money booster. Can we get another one though? That is the question. That is literally like a 2% chance of getting, so that is insanely rare. If we can get 2 of those, that would be really good. I actually want to go ahead and check something really quick. If we do /AH, are there any companion slot vouchers for sale? There's companion crystals. That's not exactly what we need though. Oh wait, I think we filled up our inventory. So if we do /companions, we'll go ahead and check that back later though. See if there's anything on the auction house. But oh yes, okay, so we got 2 ice wolves, which is really good. That's a 212.6 money multiplier. But let's go ahead and just check this one more time. You can also look for some more boosters too, because we're really trying to get more skulls here, which will go over all the money that we made. But is there skull? This is damage booster. Not bad. 25 credits for 100% booster on damage. I might go ahead and cop both of those really quick. There we go. Okay, that's good. Orbs booster, 50 credits here for 300%. I'll go ahead and cop as well. Skulls booster right here, 100 credits. We'll go ahead and cop. And I think that's about it. Looks like this totem slot's only 75 credits, which we can go ahead and pick up as well. Gems booster we don't really need at the moment. Yep, that's about it. Okay, let's go ahead and check our mailbox and grab all this stuff. There we go. Not too bad. We got enough boosters to last us quite a bit of time here, at least 35 minutes or 45 minutes. Not bad, not bad. But if we do /totem, we have one more totem slot unlocked, so we can go back to guild really quick before we start. And this is where we're going to do some upgrading at. Let's go ahead and grab one of these totems inside of here. Where are they at? There they are. So we want the 61%. We're going to go ahead and right click this and it's applied. And now we can take a look at our sword. But if we take a look at the enchants we unlocked, we went ahead and unlocked Midas Touch, which inflicts a curse area of Midas onto a mob, doubling its money upon reward. Bro, this is huge for us. We're definitely going to need to max this out. 2.8 billion, which we have 70 billion orbs. Very good. And then we have Siphon here. Siphon the life of your enemies, granting orbs and skulls while dealing damage. This will be really good to use on the AFK mob, so we'll go ahead and get that as well. And then we unlock this enchant in 8 levels called Execute. Chance to instantly kill a mob below 10% health. So it's like the finishing move. Not bad. But we do have 68 billion orbs, and our goal is to increase our skull intake. So how much is this to? Okay, 38 bill. We're gonna have to pause on that. This is 7 bill though, so we can max upgrade that again. So we have this to prestige level 1, and if we check our sword, then you can see skull magnet at the very bottom is max with the 1 star, so it's prestige level 1. I really want to try this Midas Touch, doubling our money, so we're gonna prestige this one as well and max it out. There we go. There's another 8 billion down, so we're down to 52 bill. And how much is skull greed? 38 billion. Honestly, I think we're gonna go ahead and do it. There it is. 14 billion left, so we can pick one more enchant that's hopefully not super expensive. Let's go ahead and do the new one that we just unlocked called Siphon. So there we go. We got it to 1 star because this also gives skulls. So now that our sword's kind of loaded at this point, we can spend the rest of the money hopefully getting another upgrade here, and it costs 1.2 e to the 15. So let's do that. This costs 4.0 to the 15. Okay, but now let's go back on over to zones and test all of these new upgrades. Bro, we're not tasting these upgrades. What am I even talking about? But yeah, we're looking pretty good. Not bad with no boosters. How much are we making? 41 trillion. Not bad. Let's see here though. We do have 76.5 million skulls, and we unlocked 2 new skull enchants. The incinerator, set fire surrounding mobs within a 5-block radius. Okay, let's go ahead and max upgrade this for... Ooh, we can't max upgrade it. What am I doing? But magnet, chance to stumble across a treasure containing various items. I think we'll get like 10, 20 levels of that. Incinerator will get, what's the max level on this? 2,500. We'll get like 250 levels, but I do kind of want to get 500 more levels of double strike. So there we go. Summoning, I want to also upgrade. So there's 23 million skulls there for 100 levels. We have 25 million left. I'm just going to kind of close my eyes and, you know, move my mouse around and stuff. All right, landed right here, which is double strike. And we're going to go ahead and get 750 levels there. Okay, so now check out our sword. Bro, this thing is looking insanely good. Oh my gosh, there's the TNT too, and it damages other mobs too. Airstrike's pretty good, but it could get even better. So we're gonna go ahead and pop our boosters, which are gonna last for 45 minutes, and hopefully during this time we will be able to get a ton of money and make it to the next zone, because right now we're only 10% or 90% away from getting to the next zone, I think, or even rebirthing. So if we do /rebirth, it's right here too. We're at 11%, but we need a grand total of 2.6 to the 16th power. So yeah, each one of these are giving about a 0.5%. So we're definitely going to need to kill like 200 of these mobs to rebirth to level 5, and then we get a giant money booster. But hopefully we can do that before this booster runs out. So with that being said, I'm going to get to grinding, and I'll check back back with you guys here in a sec. All right, we have enough to rebirth finally. Here we go. Slash rebirth, and there we go. A 21x all the way up to a 57. I'm gonna try to time this perfectly and rebirth now. Oh my gosh, wait. I clicked the wrong one. I did rebirth upgrades. Okay, let's do this one. Let's do this one. Rebirth, and oh my gosh, I clicked it way too late. But if you can time it perfectly, then you get a ton. And when I mean a ton, you get all the money that you just killed from that last mob. Otherwise, you'll reset back to 0, like we at 121,000. But we did it. Rebirth, and if we go ahead and do that again, how much is this next one gonna cost? Yeah, so much. But dude, we get 152x multiplier on our money, bro. That is insane. These polar bears are giving us what? How much money? 120,000 per? Yeah, 120,000. That is bonkers. How much is the next zone? Let's go ahead and check. Let's just go ahead and max purchase. There we go. Teleport. There we go. Okay, this is the next zone, and yeah, it's gonna take a little bit, but we can, of course, just go ahead and go over to swords and start upgrading as much as we can. And look at that, bro. We got all the way up to this one already, tier 7, and we can just keep going like this. I'm just gonna go ahead and start slapping all these things, and it's so good to rebirth, bro, because you get so much more money. It's refreshing. But let's go back on over to zones, max purchase to the snow golem, and there we go. We just got to kill like one of these, and we should be good to go. We just kill this one right here. Since it is a legendary, it's gonna give us a lot more. And there we go, 142 mil. If we do slash zones again, let's max purchase to rabbit, and there we go. And once we kill one of these rabbits, we should probably reinvest. So let's go ahead and grab our sword, head on over to wooden, and there we go. We max out the wooden sword. Now onto the stone sword. There we go. And okay, that's all we can do. Is there a legendary rabbit around here? Nope. Okay, rare it is. And I think we should have enough to go to the next zone. Max purchase. Yep, now we're on to the foxes, and you can see it doesn't take that much time to get back to where you were after your rebirth. So getting that extra money booster is super crucial, because all you have to do is just target one legendary in that zone, and then you have enough for the next one. And this siphon enchant is so good, bro. It's giving us skulls and orbs right here in the chat. That is so OP. We've like doubled our intake and income on that. There we go. We just did this. Let's go to zones. Can we buy the next one? We cannot. How much is it? 158.3 billion. Okay, that's fine, because then that just means we could spend this money and put it into our sword upgrades to hopefully get a couple more crucial big upgrades that are going to hopefully maybe even one-shot this legendary fox with an ability. Pretty dang close though. So we need 150 billion. That shouldn't take too long. And there we go. We have enough. So let's do zone, max upgrade, teleport. And now we're already back to the goats, bro. We'll spend the rest of our money if we have any left over. 75 bill. How much is this goat going to give us to see if we could see? Come on, kill it, goat. Kill it, kill it, kill it. There we go. 369 billion. Okay. There we go. We just got 2 more upgrades just like that. And I believe this is where the zones start to get a little bit pricey. Yeah, 9.03 trill. Okay. Actually, we're making 400 billion per goat. This shouldn't take that long. To speed this up even more, I'm just going to start to upgrade our sword a little bit more. One more upgrade. Come on. There we go. 2.8 trill. Next one's 9 trill. We'll wait for the next zone for that one, but we should be close to one-shotting. Yeah, we are one-shotting with our abilities now. So that's really good. I'll take that. And there we go. We have enough. Okay. Kind of got sidetracked there, but let's go ahead and max purchase, teleport to foxes. And I feel like we were literally just here. And that's because we were literally just here before we rebirth. And now these are giving us 7 trillion each, bro. Okay. Definitely gonna go have to into our sword upgrade, max the stone sword out so we can move on to the iron. We need 31 trillion to get this iron one. Shouldn't be too much. How much do we need to get to the next zone? Let's go ahead and check. We need 514 trill. That shouldn't be that hard to get, especially since there's a legendary one over here. Let's go ahead and hit this guy, and then we're gonna go ahead get a big sword upgrade before, unless we're just gonna kill it already. But there we go, 31 trill. We should make our money back with this single wolf. Yeah, 22 trillion, bro. Kind of insane. But honestly, guys, I'm gonna end off the video there, because I'm going to do slash auto fighter and just kind of just AFK and kill these things while I get to where I was and pick up on the next episode there. So with all that being said, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. I love you all. Peace out and goodbye.